moments over the years, ranked matchups, massive upsets, even a fight or two. It's a rivalry game that has defined both of these programs for generations. Welcome to the home of the Clemson Tigers, Death Valley in Clemson, South Carolina. As we'll see a squad from the American, the South Carolina Gamecocks, taking on the Clemson Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. And the Gamecocks will get us underway with the opening kickoff. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. Both these teams have had some good moments this year, and they'd love nothing better than to improve their bowl positioning, build a little momentum by getting a win in this one.
You're just trying to punctuate the season, right? How big would it be for one of these two programs to finish the year as a ranked team? It would help them so much in the offseason with recruiting and really help their confidence looking ahead to next year, David.
And confidence and momentum and just learning how to win. A part of that is a part of the process of being great in the future. And this team, learning how to win, finding ways to get it done, it's only going to build momentum, and hopefully you can carry that over to next season.
Quick completion on the out. Out across the 30 to the 39 after getting 10 on that one.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
To the air on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down.
When I see the defense in man coverage, I'm trying to get my fast guy versus their worst corner, trying to get a great matchup on the outside, take advantage of it to make big plays.
And the Tigers have a lot of options on second and inches. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
There's a really nice play there. The thing I like about this guy, too, his versatility. He's not just good running the ball, but he can catch and he can block. And you think about all the greats they've had at the position in recent years. Versatility at the running back position, being an every down back. And that's exactly what this guy embodies.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Wants to go up top. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the right. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. Clemson is quick to the line. Coming out on first down with the play fake. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
The Tigers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Second down, they'll go to the air. Quarterback just flat missed him. Incomplete.
Well, on the opening drive of the game, establishing a rhythm and a cadence offensively is really, really important. They've done some good things on this first drive to put them in this situation. Obviously, you just threw an incompletion on second down. Likely going to throw it again here right now. Quarterback has just got to settle in. Timing is important. Get rid of the ball on time. Trust your read and execute this passing play if you're throwing it.
On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Makes the grab. He gets it in. touchdown, Tigers!
How about that first drive by the offense? Usually script the first 10 plays. Well, I had one extra. It only took 9. Great job moving down the field, stringing plays that look like other plays together, and getting this opening drive touchdown.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. So a scoring drive there of 83 yards, and the capper a 19-yard toss for the touchdown. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The game, originally held during the State Fair in Columbia as Big Thursday, was officially named the Palmetto Bowl in 2014. A trophy came a year later, replacing the old Hardee's Bowl trophy.
Very apropos. A silver palm tree for the Palmetto Bowl. That makes sense, David. This is the biggest sporting event in the state of South Carolina. I know this is a game that you and I have really enjoyed watching over the years.
I mean, so much fun, and the definition, Jesse, of hate all throughout the state, and bragging rights to whoever wins this football game and gets that trophy.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Looking for a man. It's Lockett. It's complete on the right side. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
Caught near the sticks. It's Weaver. And he'll be marked down, but he's got enough to move the chains.
That's a third down the offense simply had to have there. You're obviously trailing early in this game. You're trying to generate some momentum. So third down, defense is playing zone. You just got to find a soft spot in coverage, make it easy on your quarterback. Those two guys able to link up.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football, create balance, and right here just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it, and right now he's doing some damage on this defense.
This rivalry dates back to 1896. It's been a little bizarre with the chicken curse, and it's a bit unusual, too, because the state school, South Carolina, isn't the perennial football power.
No, but it's kind of had its ebbs and flows, a little bit back and forth, some great coaches on both sides, but the in-state hate is beautiful.
You know, there's a lot of great rivalries, especially down in the South and the Deep South. This is one of the better ones, though, because you just never know what the outcome is going to be.
The Gamecocks will line it up on 1st and 10. Fights off the defender. And that ball is live in the backfield. Recovered by the defense, and he's off.
I tell you, honestly, I don't know what that player could have done to hold on to that football. That defender absolutely popped him. He knocked him into next week. There was no chance he was holding on to that ball.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. And he make the stop after a gain of 3 to the 31.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Makes the grab. It's Banks. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
In college football, you see this a ton now. And you use a quick passing game, basically as the running game. Get a few yards, get your offense ahead of the sticks, keeps it on pace for success.
They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. They'll run the screen.
It's tough on the defense there. Third down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Hauls it in. There he goes. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the second drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming into this game, and right now it's paying off.
They'll run it from the gun. Hardman, and runs through another guy. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Quickly to the flat, the wide receiver screen. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
As a head coach, you love to see your quarterback locked in early in games. And in the first drive, leads the offense down to a touchdown, throws a TD pass, and here he is again, making a really good decision and a very accurate throw to pick up that first down.
Wants to go up top on first down. And he's got it! Touchdown, Tigers! A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start this drive going to the air. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down.
Well, even though that was an incompletion, I wouldn't be surprised if this secondary wants to start playing deeper coverages, because this offense has shown that they're willing to be aggressive. They've got a lot of speed. This defense cannot allow any big plays here in the second half.
Got it in the middle. It's Weaver. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. So that penalty is going to cost them the first down as they back up, and now it's second down. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Bringing the heat. Another interception. That's number 17 on the year.
Nothing going right for this team early in the first quarter here. The defense is getting gashed, and now you've thrown a pick. The head coach has got to get his team together and get everybody to calm down and settle in.
And this defense, they've got to do a big job here. Like, offense put you in a bad spot. You haven't had some great moments, but this possession, we got to get a stop, got to stop the bleeding and get the...
Oh, he's got some space. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
And a great job by the QB, finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
Leaves it with the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Then you hear about run blitzes. This is exactly what a run blitz is. When you know the ball's coming up the middle, you want to bring those linebackers, get them closer to the line of scrimmage, and fire. Right when the ball snapped, he's coming downhill, doing a good job creating the loss. That linebacker really knew what was going on.
They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. He's stopped for no gain again. Back-to-back runs, and they have nothing to show for it except facing a 3rd and long.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about, I'm bigger than you, I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Touchdown, Clemson! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
This offense is looking ridiculous. 3 touchdowns now in the first quarter, doing whatever they want at will. I don't know if you're panicking, Palmer, but, I mean, they got to put something together on the other side of the field or else this one's going to get ugly fast.
One thing I know, David, is the defensive staff, after having the ball just run down their throat and thrown over their heads, they need to make some adjustments earlier than they probably anticipated, because right now they have no answers for this offense.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. From the gun, running back gets to give. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter. We've reached the break. Clemson has the lead. Man, that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Gets the back moving. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Fires to the big fella. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
And the Gamecocks are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Turning it on! He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
They'll leave it with the lone back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And that's what makes this defense so difficult to run against. They've got guys up front that just push offensive linemen backwards. They basically push the blockers right into the lap of that running back.
Setting up the screen. They'll stop him just short of the first down marker on the screen.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous, if you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
The Gamecocks come to the line on third and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Grab near the sticks. It's Weaver. At the 35, he's open. Guided out of bounds at the 22. A good play for this offense as they are threatening to score. And the Gamecocks are moving quickly down the field. Wants to throw on first down. Fires left. Pulls it in. Touchdown Gamecocks. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. It's a much-needed life for this offense as they try to cut away at this lead.
No doubt. Needed something to go right. You're down. You got to make plays. You got to get your team back in it. Great start. Keep chipping away.
Lining up for the PAT. And after the extra point, they're now down 21-7. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive, and they finish it off with a touchdown toss from the 23. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Got the big tight end on the corner route. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards.
And I tell you what, these big-bodied tight ends that can catch the football in the corner routes, it doesn't have to be a perfect throw. You know, usually you got littler guys, it's hard. You got to put the ball more on the money. But this big dude can just throw it near the sidelines. He'll do the rest.
And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of his spot.
And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Looking to convert, they'll go to the Wildcat. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough for the first down, and they might mark that down to use the Wildcat again.
Yeah, a nice job dialing up that short yardage situation play call there, David. They needed 1 yard, and they picked up 2.
Yeah, great job up front. Great job by the back knowing where they need to go. Nice having a hole you can get through and not have to just do it all on your own as a running back.
And the Wildcat is not working. They knock him down behind the line.
And that's a great job by the defense, understanding exactly the situation, understanding to stay home, play sound, no matter who gets the football. We're going to run to the football hard. We're going to cage the football, be disciplined. Nice job by the defense.
And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. 7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Trying to escape and get it himself. Crosses the 30, he's got away. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Here comes Clemson with another first down. He might want another play. Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. Throws to the tight end. He's got it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. This dude is putting on a show, taking up residence in the end zone by the air and by the ground, in keeping with what Clemson looks for in a quarterback.
Man, this is unbelievable. I mean, you've seen so many great guys run through, and Clemson majors in quarterbacks that can throw, can run, and really be dynamic. And this guy is having himself a day.
And he splits the uprights on the extra point. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They're looking at a 21-point hole. There's still time to do some work, but there's also breaks into the open. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield, and you saw that right there.
Got it in the middle, it's Allen. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Line getting set on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Pressure coming. He put it out there for him, and the senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Catch in the middle, it's Allen. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Looking for a deep man. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
Got like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
Wants to throw again. Under fire. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. After the big first down sack, it's second down. Back to pass. Works the middle of the field. Spins away from the defender. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
It's complete to the right. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
Great job by the defense. A big key coming into this one was third down defense. They're going up against one of the 25 best in the country, and that time making a nice tackle before the sticks to set up fourth.
Throws to the wideout. And it's knocked away. They'll give up the ball, failing to convert on fourth.
Man, that is just a great job on defense there on fourth down, making a play on the ball in the air. Everybody had their eyes on the quarterback, but having great timing, swatting the ball away and doing it cleanly. No PI. And as a result, that defense has earned a rest. They're coming off the field.
And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
And the defense catches a break on that one. And this guy's not a superstar, but he's pretty dang reliable. And we talked to them about this guy. Like, he's kind of the security blanket for the quarterback. And him to drop that football doesn't happen often. You take those lucky.
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Here's the heat. And he feels the heat coming and it burns him up. Another sack. The defense burns their third and final timeout of the half. So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty.
Okay, ready?
Looking to throw on first down. Throws for the tight end. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much.
Bad news on that play, it's an incompletion. The good news is the quarterback knew if his guy wasn't going to catch it, nobody was with that ball landing out of bounds.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Unloads it downfield. Snags it inside the 20. They bring him down, but he's got a first and goal from the 10. And now a chance not only to cut into the lead, but play it just right, and maybe the other team doesn't even get a chance to answer. To the air on first down. Fires to the end zone, and he's going to score. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
And that touchdown is so big for this offense, right? Because here at the end of the half, you're just trying to find positives you can build upon in the second half. And right when it was looking like this game was starting to get away from them, they're able to execute, score, and that's going to help their confidence.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. His junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Ready to start the second half, and Clemson will kick it away. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David, and relying on hitting some explosive plays to win this game.
Yeah, and I think we look at numbers naturally, and they're losing. So that's the most important thing on the scoreboard, but they have had success. And so what do? You keep playing pitch and catch. You got to score, but you got to talk to your defense. I need some stops. I need the football back quickly so we can do some more damage.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
I love the quick decision that QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Finds his man. It's Weaver. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on third down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, he'll make those contested catches.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Well, he made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where...
It's picked off. That's 18 of those this season. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Starts a drive trying to go up top. And he left that one short, tried to baby it in there. He's got to turn it loose.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. They'll send the tight end in motion. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. They could have used a little bit more there. Pick up of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
There's the thing. Not a great run, but the offense has scored a ton of points. They haven't necessarily needed to have a strong running game in this one. Their quarterback right now is just playing lights out, and if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I'd get back to throwing the ball.
And there were some collisions in there, and the D finally stops him short of the marker.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
4th down and 4 yards to go. The offense will try to get it. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Takes it back inside the 40. They'll mark him at the 39-yard line, and the interception has set up great field position. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
So now it's 2nd and long. They'll give it to the back. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. It's getting loud in here, and they may raise the dues on it if they can stop him on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Pocket breaking down. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Gamecocks send out the punt unit. They'll boot it into the night sky for the 1st time. Boots his 1st of the day away. He was called on 4 times in the victory last week. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Last drive ended with an interception, and they can't afford to have that happen again. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
You know, with defense, it's this pick-or-poison game, right? Like, I got to play a little bit soft and make them run the football, but when I do that, I give the running back space, and right there you could tell he takes advantage of it.
The Tigers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. On the ground, it's Paul. Shakes off the defender. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Rushes on him. Going deep, and he makes the grab and gets the foot down. What a job for a huge gain there.
All right, defense, I don't know what you're drawing up, but that wasn't it, okay? Wide open wide receivers, miscommunication, whatever it was, got to get that fixed.
Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Makes the grab. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play, in prime position for a score.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
They're looking to throw on 2nd and short. Working that wide receiver screen. Touchdown, Clemson! And they take it in for 6 more points. The Tigers putting down a big paw print right now as they start to pull away from the Gamecocks.
And I think you kind of get this here we go again feeling. Clemson had the upper hand in this series for a while now. Clemson always talked about, always loved. South Carolina's got to answer.
I feel like Clemson's been winning on the recruiting trail between these 2 teams in the last several years now, and I think that's really starting to show itself on the field today.
And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Unloads to the wideout. He's open on the right. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down.
By the receiver. He's brought down at the 41-yard line. And that's good enough.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Going to try to pop one on the screen. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, the defense sniffed that screen out perfectly. All the D linemen, they were reading the body language of the offensive line. They knew something was up, and when the screen pass got thrown, they were right there to make the tackle.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And he's got it inside the 35. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22.
Well, I know they're losing right now, but they're not going to be losing for long if they keep hitting shots like that. And I love the idea here. Taking a shot to your best player on offense. This guy is one of the biggest playmakers in all of college football. Tremendous speed. He locates the ball, makes a catch, and that play gives this offense so much confidence.
Trying play action. Here comes the rush, and they've got it wrapped up at the 28. If you plan to deal with the Tigers, you better be able to handle their defensive front. They have a whole legacy of this dating back to the fridge, William Perry.
Big old legacy, and it seems like every year they rotate so many guys that are so highly recruited, so good. Just
fires deep toward the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, South Carolina.
I'm going to spread you sideline to sideline with all my speed, make you cover the whole field. Nice job by the offense, going with a little spread look, taking advantage of the speed they had on the field, and getting the big touchdown.
35, South Carolina.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. From the shotgun, the inside give. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Motion from the back. Leaves it with the back. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
It'll be 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Unloads it left. And the misconnection on 3rd down.
Man, momentum is a real thing in college football, and you're seeing it shift here in the 3rd quarter. The defense just forced a 3 and out. Their offense scored a touchdown the last time out. We've got a close game, but all of the momentum is squarely now on their side.
They'll try to put a drive together starting from the 36. Wants to throw on 1st down. Trying to beat the D deep. Snags it down the right side. Touchdown Gamecocks. And here they come almost all the way back.
And how about him? Nice job catching the football and then turn it into a playmaker. Turn it into a small, wide receiver. The tight end shows off the ability to run after the catch, make a big play, and get the big touchdown.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. They go to the wide receiver screen. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Might be changing the route. Looking downfield on first down. Right down the middle. Just a hair too much on it from this big-armed sophomore quarterback.
Man, the quarterback threw that ball hard, too. And I know sometimes when you're throwing an in-breaking route, you want to get it to your receiver quickly. But when you try to strain and throw it harder, oftentimes your accuracy is what suffers. And you saw it there on the incompletion.
After the incompletion, they go back up top. Quickly out to the tight end. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the third period. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Clemson has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Wants to throw it. Fires to the middle. Got him downfield. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. And the Tigers are in the hurry-up. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Oh, they're after him. And he tries to get away, but he cannot. He's taken down. He'll lose a couple.
Nice sack by the defense. Great job getting to him, getting him on the ground. That's the 4th sack of the day. This defense has had some bright moments, but they've also given up some big plays. Keep rushing the quarterback, but keep that coverage intact in the back end.
The Tigers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Sends it back in motion. Caught in the backfield, it's Johnson. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
3rd and long from the 30-yard line, in this defense hoping to knock them out of field goal range. They'll run the option. The give to the tailback. He does not get there. Stopped at the 25-yard line, and let's see what they do now on 4th down. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. He got it, and that lead grows even bigger.
You know, it's funny, in an age where there's so many college football analytics and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down, at the end of the day, it still comes down to managing the game. Good decision by the head coach here in the 4th quarter. By kicking that field goal, you've now made it a 2-possession game. Your chances of winning this thing have now gone way up.
South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike scored. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how explosive that play was, Reese. David, they may be seeing a little bit more off coverage on this drive and maybe some softer boxes to run into.
And when you make that kind of explosive play, you're going to put the defense on its heels. They're going to be a little bit more conservative. So this offensive approach now, maybe I don't have to go deep. I can go a little bit shorter and just make those easy plays underneath.
Wide open downfield. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43.
This is a shootout. Both offenses up and down the field. They're generating explosive plays. It feels like which team has the ball last may win, but give the quarterback a lot of credit that time because, again, he saw a beautiful look to take a shot into, and he throws an absolute dime.
Zings it complete to the right. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
Nice job, big fella. You make a catch, you're a viable target for your quarterback and gain a couple of yards.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Looking to fire. Here's the pressure. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab along the sidelines, and they get enough for the first down.
Well, trailing like they are right now in the fourth quarter, their execution offensively is just going to have to be at a premium. You can't afford a lot of incompletions at this point. Everybody is going to need to be on the same page moving forward.
Under fire. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
Well, that looked like he was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
Beneath the shadow of Howard's Rock, Death Valley is rocking, trying to help the Tigers on third down. Fires to the wideout. Grabbed in the middle. It's Allen. And the defense was right there to make the tackle, but not before they get it to the 12 and set up in the red zone. And the Gamecocks will snap it on 1st and 10. Makes the catch. Touchdown, Gamecocks. And the comeback is on. He has been surgical. Precision passes. Using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for it. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. It'll be interesting to see what happens here on the second drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Just a short pass to the tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better third down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to third down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38.
And you just get the feeling that this defense has to find a way to get off the field and get the football back at this juncture of the game, trailing late if they're going to win.
Looking to throw on first down. On target to the left. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
You got to love how they just continue to do what they do. It's the fourth quarter. You got a lead. There's no reason to get conservative. We're a passing offense. Great job on first down. Better job on second down. This offense.
Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41.
All right, I know we're winning, and that's great. But at some point, we got to stop getting our quarterback killed. Like, we got to protect the most important player on the field. Please?
Wants to fire on second down. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch, and he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the D.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They marched to the end zone the last time they had it. Do it again, and they'll be on top. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, they're trying to hand it off to the fullback for a quick hitter, but just nowhere to go. The defensive line, great job getting penetration to set up that play.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. He's got it on the right. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down.
Well, this is a game this quarterback is going to remember for a very long time. There's not many where you get close to 500 yards passing. That's what he has. A Heisman-worthy performance.
The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a 1st down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Here comes the heat. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Couldn't connect on 1st down. Now back to the air. Firing to the right, complete. Stop just across the 50 at the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a 1st down. And at this point, the defense looks as if they've been in one of those dizzy bat races. They've got no idea where the ball's coming from. He's over 500 yards passing.
Yeah, this is a Heisman Trophy level performance from this guy. The accuracy, the decision-making, the athleticism, everything has been on display.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Allen. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the 1st down. The Gamecocks can really attack on this 2nd and short. Sticks it in his belly. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
Well, this defense has to know that this fullback, he's not just a blocker. He's a guy that can carry the football as well. He went ahead and got that 1st down.
To the air on 1st down. Finds the tight end. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
And that's perfect job by this defense. Like, you can give up those little small gains all the way down the field. The clock is your friend. You don't want to give up big plays. You don't want to give up those 1st downs and just make that clock run.
They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They'd love to make this kick easier by picking up a few on 3rd down. It's 56 yards out from here. From the gun, wants to pass. Going over the top. And he bats it away. It falls incomplete.
very smart defense, understanding the clock, understanding they're going to try to push the ball down the field. Great job playing deep, breaking on the football, making sure that receiver doesn't catch it. Smart IQ defense.
Shoots it to the left. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. And he makes a completion there, set up and in business at the 20. They'll throw it from the red zone. Just gets rid of it before the heat. And there are flags flying as the pass ball's incomplete. We'll see who it's on. Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating and matriculating and matriculating the ball down the field. Bringing the heat. Snagged in the middle. It's Weaver. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Here comes the offense on second down. Wants to go up top. Throws to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
And you just got to know the situation in the game, obviously. After that incompletion now setting up third down, you still got timeouts. You can attack the middle of the field. It's all out there for you. There's no need to panic. Because of those timeouts, you still have an eternity to get back in this game.
It would be nice to pick up a few yards on third down because from here, it's a 57-yard attempt. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Throws toward the end zone. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down.
Man, you know the defensive coordinator on that play was holding his breath because in the fourth quarter, you got one of the fastest players in the game going deep on you. And that's going to be a helmet sticker for somebody. Like forcing an incompletion against that guy, that's incredible.
Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on fourth down. He'll go up top, maybe a deciding play here. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Touchdown, South Carolina! And inside a minute to go, and they've got the lead.
And the timing had to be perfect. Down here, this close to the red zone, the windows to throw into are so small, but the quarterback, his receiver, on the same page. And with that touchdown catch, they now take the lead.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. just missed on the connection, incomplete.
And I'm so interested to see how this young man responds, man. Like, he has been really good all game long. Put up some big numbers, but now it's prime time. It's a big moment. Can he step up in this spotlight, make it?
He wants to go deep. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Going the other way, and he's got room. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Gamecocks! The defense gets it done with that huge interception return. So you think they shouldn't run up the score like this? I remember an old story of one coach telling the other one, I only coach one team, man. It's your job to stop me.
Yep, I like that approach. That should be your philosophy, but that doesn't mean you don't remember that. You have a turn later on, a lot of times, when your team's better, to do the same thing, to return the favor. And make him forget that.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wants to go up top on first down. A deep throw as the clock winds down. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
And I understand the logic by the offense here. Obviously, you're down in this game. You're trying to claw back into it. Why not take a shot? Why not be aggressive in that time? They just can't come up with a completion.
Going to swing it on second down. Fires to the middle. Got his man downfield. And they fight him to the bitter end, all the way down to putting some more numbers in the stat column, but they'll come up a little short as time expires. Anytime South Carolina takes down Clemson, as it just did in this rivalry game, you can expect them to get a little bit cocky, and they deserve it. That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.